Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify and fix indexation and accessibility issues on your website. So the first thing you want to do is install the Web Developer plugin for Firefox. So search Web Developer plugin for Firefox. This is the first result. Once you're on this page, click Add to Firefox and install it like you would any other plugin. Once you've done that, you'll have this new toolbar up at the top of your browser window, and I'm going to show you how to use that in this video. So why are we installing this plugin for Firefox? Well, when a Google bot or any other search engine spider visits a website, it doesn't see it like this, right? It doesn't see the QuickSprout logo. It doesn't see Don Cheadle's face. It sees your website very, very differently. And in general, you want the most important content at the top, and you don't want any hidden text, okay? So this is something that can happen sometimes by accident, and Google may see it as malicious and drop your site down in the ranking. So we're gonna look at the page like a search engine does. So first thing you wanna do is head over here to this little disable icon, click on that, and under disable JavaScript, click disable all JavaScript. And we wanna do that because Google bots can't really read JavaScript very well as of yet. Next, click on the little CSS button here, and under disable styles, click on disable all styles, and that will disable the cascading style sheets, which are the part of a page that adds style, color, images, things like that. So click on disable all styles. So once you do that, all you'll be left with is basically plain text, hyperlinks like this, and any images that you've uploaded to the site, okay? And as you can see, this is pretty good, right? This just has the hello bar at the top, the QuickSprout logo would have been here, and some links. So what you're really looking for is to make sure that there's no text here that you didn't see on the home page, and it looks good. It looks like all the text that appeared on the home page also appears here, so there's no hidden text. You also want to make sure that your menu icons are hyperlinked with anchor text, okay? And that's important because, if let's say this was a link to, SEO packages, and you're trying to rank for SEO packages, a lot of times this link is just an image which Google can't read. So you'd want to make sure this is an actual hyperlink. But you don't want to go crazy with this. You just want to make sure that everything looks good once you've disabled it, and it looks, pretty good to me. Next, you want to do the same thing on a post. So let's just say we were trying to rank this page for the keyword, consulting jobs. Okay, you'd really want to make sure that your on-page elements are great, which you can tell just by looking and evaluating based on how the web page looks to visitors. But you may also want to look deeper down, and the way to do that is to just follow the same exact thing we did: disable JavaScript, and then disable the CSS, and make sure everything looks good. So in this case, it's like most websites. They have a little ad at the top. They have a link to the home page and a menu. So this is nothing abnormal. Ideally, you want this towards the top, the title, to rank for that keyword, and it is. So everything looks good here. Everything looks great. Next, we're going to install a program called Screaming Frog SEO Spider, and what that does is it spiders your site like a search engine and finds broken links, pages that aren't working right. So head over, just Google Screaming Frog, and this is the first result. And once you've done that, install it for your operating system of choice, and then I will show you how to use it. Okay, so now we're in the Screaming Frog SEO Spider. Once you're here, under the field that says Enter URL to Spider, you want to put your full homepage URL, including the HTTP, at the front. Once you've done that, click Start, and the spider will begin to crawl your site. And here's the information that it gives you. The first is address, right? And that's just the URL of the pages on your site that it's found. Here's the content, which is the type of page that it's finding, which you can usually ignore. Then there's the status code, which is important, which tells you whether or not it was able to access the pages on your website. And status explains what that status code means. And then title is just the title tag of all the pages. So once you see that it's hit 100%, you should sort the status codes to see whether or not you have any pages that aren't working or aren't accessible. To do that, click on status code once and then twice, and it'll sort it. So what we have here is a lot of 200s, okay, right? And that's obviously fine, that's what you want. And then there are some 301s, which just means the page has moved, which is no big deal. If you see status codes like 404, 401, then you might want to be concerned, because that means that could be a page that search engines can't access and users can't access either. Next, click on the external tab here, and this shows you all the external links. So these are links pointing outside of the site. Okay, so again, sort by status code, and in this case we have, everything's fine. 302 is fine because that's found. That means that the page has just moved temporarily, and there's a whole lot of 301s and a lot of 200s. So if you see any 404s, those are links that you might want to go back into your site and delete, because that's really bad for user experience, and Google probably doesn't like pages that have a lot of broken links on them. So that's basically how to use Screaming Frog SEO Spider. It's not that complicated, as you can see, because it's a very intuitive program. So you want to definitely try to look at your site from a user and a search engine perspective. So when you start using the developer toolbar and Screaming Frog, it'll allow you to do that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.